Hello you beautiful nerds, and welcome back to FitHammer YouTube channel. For this video I made a trip down to MiniWargaming bunker to see my good friend Ben Mudge. The plan for the trip was threefold: to get a game of Age of Sigmar with the new Gloomspite kits, to get a game of Old World, and lastly to get an awesome swolesome workout in. So let's go ahead and dive in. As soon as I got to the bunker, I was met with Ben's wonderful face. He is quite a gentleman. If you have a chance to check him out, please do on MoreWarhammer and Ben Mudge on Instagram and YouTube. In the first game, Callum and I allied in a force of glorious Stormcast Eternals with lots of cavalry and troops, judicators shooting all around. Scary, hello! While Ben played a mixed list of Skaven with lots of Master Molders and Giant Beasts, Hellpit Abomination, Big Giant Zombie Rat Thing, Clan Rats, and lots of Scryer support and artillery. His army was led by a Vermin Lord Warpseer, while our army was led by Dragon Wizard. I cannot recall his name right now, but he is a powerful 2-spell Dragon Wizard who's also surprisingly good in combat, but I guess you have to be when you are a quarter of the army cost. Eventually, the forces of Order and Chaos met in the middle, with giving everything we've got on both sides. Stormcast were surprisingly resilient, but Skaven just kept coming back. What does it look like?
Broccoli.
Yeah, it does for sure. With that revelation, we decided to call a game a tie and move on to a game of Old World. For this game, we had 2,000 points of goblins invade Ulthuan, following in the steps of Grom the Punch. So I led 2,000 points of goblins against Ben and Callum's 2,000 points of High Elves. They split the points pretty evenly, with Ben getting a lot of the fun monsters and magic, while Callum got a lot of the scouts, fast cavalry, and a big unit of Silver Helms. Throughout the game, there were a few legendary moments just like this one. General and a Griffin made a charge into my Warlord on a giant spider and absolutely destroyed him. White Lion Chariot managed a long charge into my backline of artillery, while Illyrian Reavers went ahead and flanked the unit of archers. On the other side of the battlefield, the General on a Griffin regrouped and flanked the big unit of Goblin archers, while poor Squig Hoppers got double charged. It was not looking good for goblins, and despite making this charge and destroying his bolt thrower, it was a loss for the Greenskins and Ulthuan was defended. After all this gaming, it was time for a break, so we hit the gym. For the last game of Age of Sigmar, it was time for Kragnos to shine. Or so we thought. After setting up the charges, I managed to fail 3 of the 3d6 charges, with the longest one being only 10 inches with the reroll. And though Kragnos did manage to do some work later in the game, he could not withstand the might of Skaven, and it was a loss for Gloomspite kits. As you can see, it was a pretty phenomenal weekend, so once again thank you Ben, Callum, and Dave. Special shout out to Dave for the Ravage Star starter set he got me. The models are fantastic, they're crisp, they're going to be fun to paint. They're not overly detailed, but detailed enough to really pop. So yeah, I'm excited to paint them eventually. And if you want to check out my Instagram, it is fit_hammer. And if you'd like to support me, you can go on Patreon. It's also FitHammer for Warhammer themed workout programs, merch discount, giveaways, and a community chat for nerds who want to stay swole and to encourage ourselves to paint those miniatures, because you know we need to. Alright, bye.